Hello, weird and wonderful interwebs. It is I, David, least fit of all the Hewletts, and probably of the nerds as well. Here with a burn and learn, a miserable burn and learn. Ow, miserable burn and learn. I was just about to tell you about my elbow, and of course, I've now hit it on the. I've been changing all of my old fluorescent bulbs for these beautiful LED ones, crazy bright, kind of cool. So it's like daylight down in the basement now. The trolls will love it. Burn and learn. This is my bid to stay alive and fit long enough to raise my amazing son, who will hopefully be joining me for PC Bandits momentarily, and to enjoy the coming twilight years of my brilliant, beautiful wife Jane. I hate exercise; it's boring. So I like to learn something while I'm doing it. I like to share what I've learned to do the sweatiest, most miserable, self-indulgent way possible. I also see I've forgotten my microphone today, so hopefully this doesn't sound too blooming awful. Yes, as I say, a little redecorating down here. I've been trying to get more light down here because it's very difficult doing the yeast beasts and the bio stuff if I can't see what I'm doing. So I've got these glorious giant LED lights. Let me turn these ones on for you. I think you'll like these. Check this out. So I've got them on the ceiling, but also, oh yes, the beam of light. It's like a disco bar in here, or maybe a grow op. Wow, it really is. It's like THX 2000 or whatever it was. Anyways, point being, I've got light. Extraordinarily interesting for everybody, I'm sure. And the learning part of my burn learn today, again, back on Linux, doing file permissions and management, doing a lot of copying and moving and removing directories and creating directories, and learning all the ins and outs of I guess they're called global, extended global expressions, globs as they call them, allowing you to do multiple things like if, and, ors, and, well, if, is it an if? Not really ifs, I guess, but ors, ands, that kind of stuff, so you can look up all these files, or don't find any files that are like this. Aha, I beat you! You died before me! Back on the torture device, I've been doing a lot of yoga. Well, not a lot of yoga. I've been doing yoga whenever Jane started doing it because I felt guilty. And it's kind of nice. It's like a couples thing. Except today, elbow. I think I tend to overextend all of my limbs when I do my exercises. I do the same thing with knees as well. So my knees and elbows are always a bit fragile, shall we say. And today, that was it. It was like, screw this. I cannot support your giant cake-eating weight, and it was agony. So in frustration, I stormed off in true yoga Zen fashion. I stormed off all grumpy, told Jen to go back to it, enjoy your stupid yoga. And then I went downstairs and I did 30 minutes on the torture device because that does not affect my elbow, I don't think, although I'm sure there's some repetitive stress that could come with that as well. But anyways, point being, 30 minutes. I set it on 6 just to be really mean to myself because I just wanted to do something. And I gotta say, I'm glad I did, because there's nothing worse than walking away from exercise and not doing it, because you're all ready to go, you're all geared up, and I didn't want my grumpiness to get in the way. So I also realized part of my grumpiness is I had like a couple of pieces of toast, and toast sucks for keeping your energy up. So I'm gonna go throw in a couple of my horrible poached eggs that everyone in my house loathes because I make them with vinegar, and yeah, I love them. I put Chinese spices on them and soy, and oh, it's so delicious. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm going to need my energy because I've got the PC Bandits today. And today we're talking about a couple of things which you may find interesting. And I may even just do a little video specifically about this, which is, we're talking about the Unreal Engine. And the new Unreal Engine for PlayStation 5, I believe, is a demo out for that. It's just gorgeous. And I thought, what a great way to get the kids talking about a game engine and how the game engine is being used, not just in games, because all of the Mandalorian stuff that's happening. So the Mandalorian basically shoots on these stages with giant LED screens. So their sets are not just green screen, they're there in light. And it's something I believe was originally done in Gravity, which is a gorgeous looking film. And maybe I should show Baz that as well. Anyways, just the fascinating YouTube documentaries on this stuff, little mini docs, basically promotional stuff for The Mandalorian, but it gets you backstage and talking to ILM and these Unreal Engine things. So boy, oh boy, I really worked out today. I'm feeling it today for sure. It's a combination of yoga and torture device. Yoga torture and then torture device. So we're going to talk about that today in our PC Bandits Club. I'm going to be talking with Harklight. I'm talking to Harklight tomorrow because we're going to talk about web development and also some PC components, which I'm kind of excited to talk about with him. Web development, because this Soliloquio soliloquio, which is, I've got to say, a very difficult word to spell and say. But it's this little website that I've created for monologues. And the idea is that you post your either written monologues or you record a monologue, but it is only monologues. I don't want it competing with YouTube and gaming videos and ads and Instagrams and facey TikTok and books and all that kind of stuff. So I just want a site where actors can do just the acting. And the idea is to keep it specifically to one person on camera, no camera movements, no editing, no music, no fancy stuff, just the actor, the words, and the audience. And it's something I used to love doing. When I first started, there was nothing I enjoyed more than doing monologues. I was terrified I'd go on stage and do them, or I'd do them for acting roles in movies and stuff, because I had no tape, as they would say. I have no scenes to show them, or I had very little scenes to show them. So actually, it's not true. I did have scenes to show them because I did have the short films we made. But for the most part, I didn't have a lot of stuff, and they wanted to see monologues, and I did a lot of stage stuff when I first started. So, and I used to love it because, gosh, there's nothing better from an acting perspective than just being able to just do it, just to act, to do this whole scene, and it's entirely dependent on you. If you screw up, the scene screws up. If you screw up and fix it and find it and save it, you feel like a freaking superhero. It's just a glorious feeling. So I wanted a site where people could do that. So I've invited a few friends to participate, and they have very surprisingly sort of jumped at it. I've already got, and I was on Reddit the other day talking to the acting community there to see if it was something that they might be interested in. Already have like 50 signups, so I'm really kind of excited about that. And I'm hoping that maybe we can, with the Tech Bandits, potentially learn a little bit about web design and web management, all this kind of stuff, by working on this monologue site as well, because I think the kids might get a kick out of that. Who knows? It may expand from there, but for now, the idea is just to keep it purely to monologues. I think that's kind of a nice, simple something we can do. So from a web developer standpoint, I got to figure out, and this is what I'm going to talk to Harklet about, I want to integrate it somehow with either YouTube or Vimeo or some low-cost video hosting source, so that people can submit their videos automatically, so I don't have to do them myself. Right now, I'm literally just taking the video, posting it to the site. Again, the site is not open for use yet. I want to populate it with some content before we do that. But just really, another really exciting project to work on, and one that I'm hoping I can sort of integrate with the Tech Bandits as well, because, hey, web development skills, always good. So, I should go. I should make my eggs. I should make myself look respectable for the small humans, and until we geek again. Oh, no, wait a second. Before I say that, wow, we did a coffee talk on Tuesday. It was amazing. I so enjoyed it. It was fantastic. It was great. And I've suggested that people recommend some topics so that we can maybe try to stay sort of on course. We won't, because it's me. But and maybe I could invite people in to talk at the same time. But so I've just been Tuesdays, 12:30 on our Twitch channel. I'm going to be doing some just coffee talks. That's it. Just chitty chats. And if it turns out that the cheeky geeky chats are too early for some, maybe I'll do another one later in the week that's at a different time zone, so I can sort of make sure that all of our internet friendlies are satisfied. And then of course Sunday we have the postponed Stargate screening. We're looking at Childhood's End, and then Monday. Is it Monday? I think it's Monday. Better check on that. But I think Monday, which is Veterans Day, I believe, Memorial Day, in the States. We have it differently up here. We had Victoria Day like last weekend. We're doing the 1440 Makers 3D design stream. So I get to literally geek out with 3D printing, giant brains of 3D printing for a few hours, and I'm just so looking forward to that. And I so thank Shane for that and the 1440 Makers for letting me be involved, because I feel like I am not worthy. Truly, I'm really excited about what they're doing though. So I'm very eager to hear what they're up to, and hopefully learn some stuff in the process. And you can too, so join us. There you go. Now I'm truly going to go and eat my poached eggs. Cheerio, till we geek again. Bye.